Hello. What's the crack, lads? I hope you all are having a wonderful day. It's your boy, Mr. Snow It All here. And lads, let's just talk about that incredible season finale. We'll all just take a moment just to sit back in silence and soak it all up. What an incredible end. Could we all have asked for better? I don't think we could have. Abu Dhabi, the dullest circuit that we have going out there, and it provided an absolute banger of a race. Did we think it was coming? No, we didn't. Are we all incredibly grateful? I think we are. There's a couple of people, die-hard Lewis fans, that will probably not be the happiest, Total Wolf included, we won't lie. But it was brilliant. I think, going into this race weekend, overall, Max Verstappen had the lead for the season. It was absolutely incredible, his performance. He, throughout the entire season, outperformed Lewis up until the last 3 or 4 races. Lewis really had it in the bag then. He stepped his game up. The car improved massively. Their engine improvements, it was brilliant. Great final few races. Bar Jeddah, I think Max might have let himself down there a little bit, but overall, one of the best seasons we've had in recent years. We went into this race thinking that there was going to be a massive difference based off the tyre offset. Max starting on softs, he was going to get the extra few metres, he was going to lead into turn one. Lewis was going to overcut. We had that massive hope going in there. But to be honest with you, with Lewis having such a solid start, which he has in the last few races, it really threw off, I think, the Mercedes strategy. They didn't know what to do. Lewis took the lead. Max was on the back foot. If Lewis had kind of gone on a bit longer and overcut, it really would have created a tyre offset. But Mercedes did not want to race. They really did not take the F1 spirit into their own hands. They just decided, we are going to do exactly what Max does, no matter what, and that's going to be it. Like, Lewis pitted after 11 lap old mediums, like unheard of considering the softs were going to last 15 laps. Mercedes did not want to race. They refused to race. They did not want it to be wheel to wheel because they were afraid of Verstappen taking Lewis out, which, to be fair, he didn't. I personally was afraid of it as well. I did not want it to end that way. But it was just a solid race overall. What confuses me most is that Mercedes did not want to defend or do any bit of strategy work around the virtual safety car or the full safety car. They just said, we're taking track position, we do not want to do anything else. Which again was very, very strange. Like, normally Mercedes are all up in there. They know they're on top of it, they're cool, calm, collected. They were a bit thrown in this race, which was a bit jarring. Red Bull were like the underdogs, doing everything they could to gain a couple of positions, to take a risk, which really paid off for them towards the end. I think what really played a key part and was an absolutely outstanding moment was Sergio Perez. That man had one of the best races a Red Bull second driver has had in the last 5 or 6 years. Since Daniel Ricciardo, that was just unbelievable. He saved up all his battery. He defended like a lion, as Fernando Alonso would say. He just absolutely aced it. He went into the first DRS straight. He used up all his energy. He defended hard on the inside. He lost his place, but he got the second DRS zone. And then that move on the inside, like, can we all just take a moment to appreciate that? No one, Sergio Perez included, did not see that coming. He sent it. DRS, ERS, everything going on. He stuck the landing. That braking zone was perfect and managed to gain 5 seconds for Verstappen on one lap alone. That itself looked towards pushing the entire race in Verstappen's favour. Bottas dropped back. He didn't have the engine. He could not perform. And unfortunately, Perez did not get a podium. He deserved it, but I'm delighted for Sainz. Great year for him coming into Ferrari for his first year and really, really performing that car to its absolute highest quality. Now, I suppose we better get into it. The last lap. What was that about? I'm delighted in terms of the fact that it was wheel to wheel racing. They didn't let it end under safety car. That's exactly what you want. Last race, 0 points, last lap, skill on skill. Lewis Hamilton defended like an absolute demon. He was on 40 odd old lap tyres. He performed to the effect of like new softs. He was holding his ground. He didn't manage to defend, but my God, did he put up a defence and a half. Absolutely brilliant, brilliant wheel to wheel racing. But again, he's at the mercy of Mercedes. They wanted to play it safe. They're so used to having the top car that they don't have to make a good strategy call. They don't have to do anything because it just happens. It works for them. Lewis wanted to pit. He wanted the newer tyres, and we would have had a much steeper battle at the end. I think Lewis honestly would have peaked it because he had the lead, he had the advantage, it was his to lose, but Mercedes cost him that. Now look, we'll go into the whole rules and regulations. I'm personally staying away from that. They can decide. I can't see the regulations changing in the slightest or at the end result. I think it happened. Red Bull can't be penalised for an FIA decision. I think it's Max's and that's it. And Lewis can come back next year and really put in his defence and win the World Championship again if it comes to it. Or maybe, look, will we have a Sainz? Will we have a Leclerc? Will we have, my God, and Valtteri Bottas finally showing up and pulling out an absolute stonker? Will we have the absolute GOAT, Nicholas Latifi, who what an effect he had on the World Championship this year? Will he do it again next year? Will he win it? Will it be him and Albon going in for the lead? I can't fathom what's going to happen next year, but it's all excitement. This year itself was absolutely brilliant. I'm just overall delighted. On the first lap controversy, I think, look, it was fair enough. Max was racing very hard. He did a brilliant overtake, but he did force Lewis off the track. Lewis gained a lot of an advantage. It was probably, the stones of 1.5 seconds in Abu Dhabi where you can't really defend. I think it was more of a lasting advantage to Lewis, but Max overall had a bit of a risky move up the inside. So look, it was racing, it was fair, it happens. I'm happy enough with the overall no investigation needed. Honest to God, just want to give my absolute congratulations to Max Verstappen. Absolutely superb race from himself. Great season, brilliant all out, and commiserations to Lewis Hamilton. He ran a great season overall, brilliant race this side. He didn't put a foot wrong. It was Mercedes that made the few mistakes. I just want to say thanks a million for a great season from the two of them and from everyone else, and really here's hoping for another brilliant one next year when we'll have a bit closer racing. Thanks a million, lads. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again at the next one.